Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing the longer readings for August for my Pisces. Hello my Pisces, how are you? Now, when I do the longer readings, I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. That gives us the main message. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fills in those gaps. And then I finish with my Osha Zen Tarot cards for any type of, additional information, additional advice. Now, I pray, meditate, and infuse each deck with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, I am going to be inserting, it's a 5.5-minute clip about the general energies for August. So if you want to go forward, I'm going to tell you to go forward 5.5 minutes starting now. So let's talk about August. Thank goodness we have August. July's energy was just all over the place. Eclipses, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, Mercury retrograde, all these other planets retrograde. August will be almost like a vacation. It will be calmer. And the neat thing about this is that we are in Leo season now, the first beginning of August till the 23rd when we transition to Virgo season. And because of the way the planetary alignment is, because this is one of the more powerful astrological years, this is going to be about clarity. This is going to be about honesty. This is going to be about fulfilling destiny. This is going to be about, no shadows, no shadows. Anything's possible. Honesty, okay? If you're going to lie, let me give you fair warning. If you're going to lie about something, it's going to be revealed. Because remember all of that activity in July and what I talked about with the longer readings in July, this energy will go through December when the next eclipse is here. It is going to be about honesty and revealing what was hidden. So do not, try to stay on the straight and narrow, okay? Not even little tiny fibs. Now, couple of things, the new moon, I'm going to look at my notes, the new moon, July 31st through August 1st. Now, it's interesting because this brings the second new moon in July, but it also is the first new moon for August because the next new moon, now that new moon is in Leo, the next new moon will be in Virgo, and that's August 30th. So we also have our planets, some are still going to be retrograde, but Mercury goes direct July 31st through, goes direct and transitions July 31st to August 1st. There's still going to be that 2-week shadow period when all, retrogrades. It gives a little bit of time to stabilize that energy and to get them where they started from. So that will bring us up to that August 14th, 15th, when the full moon is here, and that will be in Aquarius. Aquarius is about dreaming and dreaming big. Now, with this Leo energy and Aquarius being the mirror to Leo, and this Leo energy is going to be also about honesty. It's also going to be about being the person you're meant to be. It's going to be about, no shadows, anything is possible. It's going to be a very positive energy, but more so with that energy will be more from the 15th until the 23rd, okay? Once that shadow of Mercury is completely lifted. Couple of other planets, though, you want to be aware of is Jupiter goes direct August 11th. Jupiter is a very strong, powerful planet. It's also a playful planet, too. Then we have, these planets are all retrograde all through August. That's Chiron, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto. All of them are retrograde. They're very shadowy planets. So they're revisiting the shadows. They're revisiting the secrets. They're going to be pulling things up. Now, we go to into Virgo, August 23rd. And Virgo then, all the things that were happening in the beginning of August, the things that were being put into place, the positive moves, all of that good energy becomes put into a more stable environment. So it's like, there might be this change, especially like I said, through the, like that 15th through the 23rd, but it's like good positive things. You're figuring out what you want to be, who you want to be, what do I want to be when I grow up? And then once that kind of gets put into place, it's kind of like a puzzle. You're getting all those pieces put together, and it's a very true and honest puzzle. Then Virgo comes and it solidifies. It puts like that plastic over the puzzle, and it makes that puzzle a more stable piece. Okay? And it's also, now this is something, and I'm going to post the article on my Facebook page, but I really love this. This is about all, again, I talked to you about it in July, but this is again about karma. This is about karma. This is about, liars being revealed. I want to say liar, liar, pants are on fire. But this is about karma. So this month is going to be, I feel, a very positive month for our viewers because, we try to be on the straight and narrow, but I feel it's going to be a much easier month to navigate through. Okay? Okay. So now on to your reading. Bye-bye. So lots of good energy coming for August. I think it will continue for my Pisces. I think that you are in a really good growth period. Now, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. We've got some cards that flew. They literally flew. So I'm going to take these. We're going to put these two down, and I've got two that are down. Excuse me. Okay, both of these are back. And they are, okay, so out of the 4 cards, the second, third, and fourth are reversed. So that means it's a strong message. Let's see what had to be said to my Pisces. First card is Ego, Archangel Jophiel. Okay, ego is what you present to the world. Ego is, sometimes it's that mask. Sometimes ego pushes you to do things positive, but also negative, okay? Now, in this case, it may be that it is more, maybe you are, maybe you don't want to admit that you don't know something, or maybe you are doing something really positive and people are noticing and you want to just keep going forward. So, so here it is, you volunteered for, here's going to be the negative example, you volunteered for a project saying, I know everything about that, and then when you got to the project, you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know anything. And yet you don't want to go and say, I don't know anything about this. Now, even though that may be a little bit, that may be on the negative side, it could possibly spur you to go and learn everything you can so that you can lift those skills up. Now, another thing could be, maybe you're losing weight. And, sometimes you're losing weight, you're on a diet, you're exercising, you're doing the stuff that you want to do, that's making you feel better. And you're looking and seeing those cream puffs and going, that would really be good. What would one hurt? And then you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at, hey, you know what? I've lost weight. I'm looking better. This is what that would hurt. Okay? So ego can be used a couple of ways. Now, I feel that ego may be more in the beginning of the month of August, that you need to be very aware of ego because, this is going to be with the Mercury, that shadow. And, remember, Jupiter is still in retrograde. And then there's the planets that are in, the darker, shadowy, planets that are in retrograde too. So be aware of what you're presenting out. Be aware of why you're presenting that. Okay, ego is a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Now, we're going to the 3 cards that are reversed. And again, those are strong messages for you. The Empress. So here again, we have Archangel energy. We have Archangel Gabriel. Now, Gabriel is the divine messenger. Gabriel is the one that brings you news. Gabriel is the one that helps you with new, in some ways, by bringing you news, this can also increase your creativity. Okay, the Empress, the Empress wants to basically give you love and kindness and nurture you and say take care of yourself. So here we have this, this fear-based ego that's playing a little bit with our minds, and then we have the Empress saying it's all good, everything is good. So I can kind of see it's almost like we have a 4-week type of reading here. I'm feeling like a 4-week. So this could be like your first week of August. This is your second week of August. Here, and this is just for you, my Pisces, just for you. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So then this would be your third week of August. And here we have the Two of Fire. And this would be then that time from, so basically this would be like that 15th to the 23rd, which I talk about. This is that, this is a very, fire energy is our Leo energy. It is passionate energy. It's also, it's also Sagittarius and Aries energy, but it's very passionate, very burning energy. So this is you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So this is interesting because it's almost like we have a step-by-step. I mean, they all might overlap each other, but it's like we have this step-by-step. In the beginning of the month, we're worried about going forward. We're worried about presenting ourselves. We don't want people to think we look foolish. At the second, then we go on and it's like, no, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. And then it's like, wow, look at it. It was a good thing I did this because now, I've come into my own. I have, I'm continuing to move forward. So this is a really fluid, not in your water, this is a really fluid reading for you. So let's see what would be if this was to be the 4th week. Let's see what this would be. Unity. Okay, now 5 is about change, so just be aware change can be positive or negative. Again, it's Archangel energy. You have this is almost like it's written on the stars. It's like it's written where, it's like this is divine providence type of thing. This is, you are going to be guided along a pathway, and it's your choice to go along with it or not to go along with it. But Unity, Archangel Sandalphon, this is traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations. Seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now, sometimes I look at this as, when it says the traditional viewpoints or methods, and sometimes I think this is really about, kind of stepping in line with everyone else. But then it says seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So it all depends on where your head is at that time. Are you into the traditional? Are you into, I want to be, I want that 9-to-5 job, nothing wrong with that. I want that 9-to-5 job Monday through Friday. I want that weekly or bi-weekly paycheck. This is what I want. And if so, this is where you're going and this is where you're heading. But also too, I'm kind of getting this, maybe I'm looking into a more esoteric type of life. Maybe I'm making a better connection with my spiritual. Maybe I want something different from life. Not more, not better, different from life. So this little journey that you're going on in August is going to basically bring you to a point where you're going to be doing some reevaluating, especially when you get into Virgo season. You're going to be doing more reevaluating about what is it, okay, look at where I've been. What is it that I really want to do? What are my next steps? Okay? So this is about self-discovery. In many ways, this is self-discovery, self-care, but this is like a little journey. Okay, let's go on and see what clarification we can get. Can you help clarify this? Give us more information? Yeah, it's like you start being, you start at a point where you're worried and you just grow, and then at the end of it all, you're kind of like, am I where I want to be? Is it what I want? Now, okay, let's go ahead and cut these. One card did pop out. We're only going to cut and take 2 more then. 1 and 2. Put this over here. Okay, this card, the second and third are face down. This one is the one that popped out, and it was face up. And here is positive movement forward. Again, it's like, I mean, it's almost like you could see your whole journey, your whole month. And it's how you keep growing, growing, growing. You get excited. That third week, things start to gel for you. Things start to really click for you. And then at the, the end of the month, you're kind of like, okay, I'm okay with this. I am. But now you could be looking at, what are my next goals? Even then, what do I want to do next? Look at what I've accomplished. Now, what are my next goals? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? And you are moving forward. You have come out of a slump. You have come out of not having a lot of movement to moving quite a bit. Okay, next card. Passion ignited, number 1, new beginnings. So this is again this whole thing. This is, you were afraid, you didn't want to move forward, you were letting fear, hold you back, but yet you broke through, you did it. And now, I really feel this is more towards the end of the month. This is more with Virgo season, that now it's like it's like, wow. So let's go with the weight thing, So maybe you've lost some, you enter into August, you've been losing weight, you're still kind of like, I still kind of want that, that cream puff, but yet you persevere, you keep going forward. And now it's like, wow, if I could lose this much weight, I could lose more. Look at me. I am doing great with this, okay? This could also be like, you know what? I went back to school. I had my finals, or, my midterms, my finals, because it was summer and all that, whatever, and it was scary, but I passed. And now I have to choose my courses for next semester, and I'm excited about it. So you start off the month a little bit, worried, which is with all the planets, sure, and you end the month feeling invigorated. Now, last card. Okay, reversed, and this is awareness. This is again a number 1, new beginnings, and this is about starting, and this is being, it's like you now know what your you now know what you want to do, what your next step is. Again, awareness, I'm going to say, because this is the third eye here, so third eye, this is that, this is that intuition, this is that total awareness of, you just know, this is your psychic, your psychic awareness. But at the same time, now it's not the crown chakra, but at the same time, make sure you do your connection with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guides, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is for you, because you want to make sure that you keep on the right track. But this is, really for this reading, you start off feeling insecure, a little bit afraid, and you wind up like, wow, look at what I did. Look at what I accomplished. Good job, my Pisces. I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Any last words of advice? Or what last words of advice? Let's shuffle another time. And I don't normally have it. This is just kind of what's coming to me. As I was reading your cards, I don't normally, even if 4 or 5 cards come out, I don't normally see it as a week by week type of thing. I really felt that this was more your, how this was going to flow for you. Okay, 3 cards down. Let's see what we have here. And again, the miser. Okay. So here it is, this miser, just holding on to everything, not letting anything go. So this is a warning not to hold, well, one thing, don't hold everything in, don't hold on to everything. So this is, again, in order for you to go forward, you do have to let things go, okay? So this is a piece of advice for you. It's a word of caution for you. Your next card, again, reversed, playfulness. As this goes along, as this month goes along, and you start gaining more confidence and more, feeling that you can actually accomplish your goals, start enjoying it. Enjoy your journey. Don't keep this as a burden, okay? And part of this is a burden. This is a burden. Enjoy your journey. So that's a word of enjoy. Yeah, that's just saying enjoy yourself. And your last And again, reversed. Existence. I love this card. Here, this person is in the moment. This person, and again, we have a 1. Okay, we have a 1 here, a new beginning with this. And this person is, it's almost like, you know, she is where she's supposed to be. She's watching the universe. She's probably making wishes on the falling stars. You know, she's naked, so she doesn't really care about, she doesn't care about any of that. She doesn't care about anything. She is just 1. So really with this, you know, the playfulness, the existence, letting go, I mean, this is really going to be a very good, is it spiritual journey for you? Is it going to be a physical journey? It could be any of these journeys. It could be an intellectual journey too. But it goes from being, like I said, being afraid to like, wow, you know, and what's my next step? Look at what I accomplished. There's got to be a lot of good, you know, when I say pride, I'm not going to go with ego pride. I'm just like, wow, somehow I did it. And again, when you do something that you didn't think you could do, say thank you. Okay. So, my Pisces, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.